Hey guys. Welcome back. I am Altovise Pelzer, the host of the Speakeasy podcast, where we talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. I am super excited to be coming to you guys live or via replay with another Speakeasy interview. I'm excited, super excited. So, technology has not been my friend for about the last week, guys. I mean, like, everything that could have happened probably has happened in the last week, but we are going to move and shake. So if you haven't done so already, share out the broadcast because we wait for our guests to come in. Hey Fatima, hey Michael, I appreciate you guys. Yes, it's always something when it comes to technology and me. So it's been doing exactly what it wants to do, but that's all right. We are going to move and shake and move forward and get this amazing interview done. So, for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. What took you so long? This is the Speakeasy podcast where I talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. I also do some amazing interviews, and you can be interviewed too if you're a speaker or an author by going to bit.ly/speakeasy podcast. Hey, Elder Carmen, that's bit.ly/speakeasy podcast. I greatly appreciate it. And listen, we got great things coming down the pipeline. So you definitely want to go ahead and make sure that you're registered in order for you to get on the platform. Then we have so many other things going on, guys. I am excited. Today was the release of the fall issue of Speak Woman. And I am in the fall issue. Exciting. If you go to my Facebook page, you can see that it's in my timeline or my Facebook business page by putting in Find Your Voice Now over on Facebook. Now, those of you who are catching this via the replay, I always appreciate my replay viewers. You guys show me so much love. Don't forget that even on the replay, your shares, your invites, and your reactions still matter, as well as when you do those comments, you know I always come back and engage with you guys. And if you're catching this via YouTube, by all means, hit that subscribe button so that way I can come back and show you everything that I have to offer every time I post up a new video. So, I'm going to try this again. We were having some technical difficulties, but you know what? The show must go on, and so it shall. I can't even talk. And so it shall. So it shall. Oh my goodness. Amazing. So guys, we've been having some amazing conversations over the last few weeks. And guys, listen, Happy New Year. It's January 2nd, 2018. We are officially about to go into the second year of the podcast. I have done over 100 episodes now via the episodes of me talking about my own experiences or me interviewing some amazing authors and speakers. And guys, those replays are now not only going to be on YouTube, but also going to be on Spreaker. So there are already 2 episodes uploaded onto Spreaker that you can go and check out that part. And so my guest today is Miss Judith Brills. I am excited that she will be joining me shortly. I believe I invited her because y'all know everything is not working right for me right now. But I did, but I'll give you her bio as we wait for her to come in. So if you want to create a book that you will never regret, you need the Book Shepherd. I love that, guys. Y'all know I love that. Dr. Judith Brills to lead your publishing team. She's known publishing as a best-selling and award-winning author who has authored 35 books. Now, guys, you know that I am excited about that, like extremely, because I said that I want to be able to author at least 100 books before I leave this earth. And she is well past like where I am right now. I'm like playing catch up, right? But she has been doing this for quite some time. And not only does she have 35 books, but they have been translated into 16 languages, guys. 16 languages. That's amazing. That's being able to go all over the world and support people and encourage and uplift and tell them a story that can help to take them to a whole nother level. That is amazing. 16 languages. She sold a combined 1 million copies and generated in excess of 5 million in revenues from combined book sales and speaking fees. As an advocate for authors, she knows publishing inside and out from both the traditional and independent self-sides. Listen, oh my goodness, I'm excited. And so I met Judith through LinkedIn. And she has a group on LinkedIn called Author U. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Kanika. She has a group on LinkedIn called Author U, and I met her on, LinkedIn. It was amazing opportunity to connect and see what she was doing. Hey, Usha, how are you? Hey, Frazier. Hey, Sophia. It was a great opportunity. It's, if you are an author and you're on LinkedIn, that is a great group for you to go and join. It's called Author and the letter U. That's Author U on LinkedIn. Great opportunity for you to network. They have discussions in there. So that's what this is all about. It's about connecting and networking and being able to expand your horizons. But that being said, when you think about being an author or being a speaker, hey, Frazier, you always say, okay, what's going to be the next level? What's going to be the next step? Some people get excited about the first book and then they never write another book. And that's okay. But for those of us that want this to be a full-time career, then this is the discussion that we need to have. What is the next step that we need to be doing? So is the next step for you having your book published in a different language? Is the next step for you speaking in different countries? Is the next step for you doing your own events? What's going to be the next step? And as we put that process down on paper, because that's the thing too, we can't keep that process in our head. We have to put that process down on paper so people understand and know, listen, this is what we're doing, and they can come and help you with it. Because I can guarantee you that if it's up here in your head with the grocery list and pick up the dry cleaning and get snacks for the kids and don't forget to pick up the kids, if it's up there with all of that stuff, I can guarantee that it is not going to get done, at least not to the level that you wish for it to be done. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Jazara. How are you? It's not going to get done to the level that you want it to get done. So what do you need to do? You need to connect with people like the book shepherd, Judith Brills, Dr. Judith Brills. And connecting with people is how you take it to another level. That's how you do it. You find out information, you take the right courses, and people always, listen, don't think that, oh, just because you published a book that you know it all, you got it all together. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Just because you've published the first book does not mean that there's not somebody out there like Judith that can help you to get the next book to an even higher level, that can help you to get the next book translated into a different language, that can help you get the next opportunity to speak in a different country. You guys know that I said that this year, between this year and next year, I would love to be able to go and travel to Dubai, travel to Africa to speak. That's a lot. That's a big jump from doing local events and doing things here in the States. That's a big jump because there's things that are, that you need to know before you go. There's certain customs that you need to know. Who do you connect with? How do you connect with people? And so for me, it's been a matter of connecting with the right people and putting myself in a position that, for one, you are the authority. Because guess what? That's what people are looking for. That's it. I love it, Sophia. I love it. Yes, that's one of the places on my list is Dubai. I love it. And I see opportunities coming up, and I'm like, okay, if it's for me, then I'm going. And then I've had other people, put opportunities and give opportunities to me, and it fell through because it wasn't the opportunity for me. And that's okay. It's okay. But you get excited when you hear about being able to go to different countries, and you would definitely want to know about the culture before you get there. Definitely would want to know about the culture before you get there. But with that being said, let me see. Now, it said that it invited her, but I don't see her on. Yeah, I don't see her coming in as of yet. So we're going to give her a little more time, because I know we were having some difficulties with technology. Y'all know technology is not always the best of friends with us, but that's okay. So again, as we think about going to that next level, what are some things that need to be put in place? Hey, Pete, what are some things that need to be put in place for you to get to the next level? What are some things that need to be put in place if you're going to have your book translated into different languages? What are some things that you need to put in place in order for you to travel to different countries? For one, listen, we can't talk about wanting to travel and not even have a passport. The basic things, but also a knowledge of where it is that we want to speak, what kind of things we want to speak on. When you become the expert of your field, you stand out for all the right reasons. You do. When you become the expert in your field, you stand out for all the right reasons. You stand out. It makes people want to have you come to their event. It makes people want to buy your book. It makes people want to connect with you. So what's next for you as an author? I got some big dreams. I know that for me, I have some big dreams. Do you have big dreams too? Something to think about. I know a lot of times when we start out, we kind of dream big, but as we go through the process, somewhere along the line, we stop dreaming. We stop thinking about all of the amazing things that could happen. Hey, Mona. We stop thinking about all the amazing things that could possibly happen and all the places we could go and the people that we could meet. We kind of get discouraged sometimes. And I want to say to you as authors and as speakers is if you get into that funk of being discouraged, that's the moment when you need to connect with other people who are either at the level that you're trying to make it to or who have surpassed the level that you're trying to make it to. And I'll repeat that just in case. I said that as authors and speakers, that literally when you get into that funk, you get into that moment where you think nothing's going right, nothing's going to happen for me, it's happening for everyone else. When you get into that mindset, connect with someone. Don't go through that alone. And a lot of people that aren't authors and aren't speakers aren't going to understand your mindset. They're not going to understand what you're going through or where you're trying to go sometimes. So it makes it a little difficult. That's why I love being able to connect with groups like Author U on LinkedIn, because the things that I've gone through, a lot of them have already gone through. The situations, the mindset, the mentality, not everybody being on your cheerleading squad, not everybody, having up a sign and cheering for your whole journey. They've gone through those things. The same way that my clients that connect with me, they know that I've gone through some of the things that they're trying to get through. That's the purpose of connecting with people. Even as an introvert, because y'all know, as the introvert, it's not always the easiest. But as an introvert, you still want to make sure that you are connecting with people, real people. So that way, when things like that occur, you have somebody that says, you know what, I've been there. I went through that. As an author, as a speaker, I was there. I was at that low point. I was looking at piles and piles of books in my garage that I couldn't sell and didn't know how to sell. Or I was trying to, be a full-time author and entrepreneur while I was still a full-time this or that, or, still in corporate or still working retail, or, I was trying to be a full-time author and still be a stay-at-home mom. And there's people out there that have been where you are. Those are the ones that you connect with, because it's going to make the greatest difference when you need them. I'm telling you, it's going to make the greatest difference when you need them. And it's a process, because like I said, a lot of them have been exactly where you are. So when you look at them and you see their success and you see the levels that they have been able to achieve, man, you're like, shh. All right, if they can make it, I can make it too. Michael said, I think a great reason to connect is the people closest to you may be a fan, but not always a cheerleader for you. Ooh, that's powerful. Yes, that is very true. They may be a fan simply because they love you. So they may buy the first book simply because they love you. They're not necessarily a cheerleader for you and going to be at every event that you do and, going to be at every single thing. They're not necessarily that person. But yes, they're a fan. Yes, they want to see you succeed. Most. Most. Yes, they want to see you succeed. Yes, they want to see you achieve some great things. But we have to be mindful, but they're not our client. They're not our target audience. So the book wasn't necessarily made for them. It wasn't necessarily going to be something that they would approve of. We have to understand that in this journey, we have to create a community. We do. And creating a community, for some, they think it's hard. They struggle with it. They fight themselves with trying to build a community, because you think of building a community, you're thinking, oh, it has to be this way and it has to be that way. And you're comparing your community to the community of others. And I've found that that's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. Building a community is building a network of people who are directly connected to what it is you speak about, to what it is you talk about. That's building a community. And definitely, if you're an author or a speaker, you need a community. There's no way. Hey, Real Light. Hey, Chanel. There's no way that you're going to reach the level of success that you're trying to achieve without having a community. Your community is how you connect with other countries. Your community is how you are nominated for awards. Your community will be how you're able to step outside of your comfort zone. Because guess what? It's been my community that has gotten me to the point where I've been so comfortable to live stream. It's been my community that has gotten me to the point where I can go and do a live event. I know earlier I just got to see some of the photos from an event from last year where I emceed, and I was having a blast. You could tell I was having a blast. But it was because of my community. That's what it was because of. Hey, Devin, it was because of my community. If I had not have connected with the people that I did connect with, I wouldn't have had those experiences. I wouldn't be live streaming. I know that it's because of my community that I live stream. Because as an introvert, this wasn't it. Going and being in front of people, telling people my story. Oh my goodness, being as transparent as I am, starting the podcast, everything that I've been able to do has been because of the community. And even, one of the things in Judith's bio was that she has been able to gain access to 5 million plus in revenue from speaking events. And that is amazing. And it's because you take that thing that's your niche. You take that thing that's your passion. You take that thing and that's your purpose, and you go out into the world. And when you connect with the communities, they see how great you are and want to share you with the next community. People are saying your name. I've had people share my name that I didn't even know. I've had people talk about me and learn who I was. And it was people that I did not know. People go and share my name for opportunities simply because they may have met me one time, or they may see me go live and they see what I'm talking about. They see the connections that I'm making. Guys, you got to show up. You got to show up. And having a community is the best way for you to show up. Hands down. The best way for you to show up is by having a community. Now, this is the thing. I'm going to tell y'all something. This is where people go wrong when it comes to building their community as an author or a speaker. You believe that your community is always going to be the ones that buy from you. That's not how this works. You believe that the community is always going to be the ones that show up for you. Not necessarily. But I can guarantee that if you make a great impact on your community will be the ones that share you out. They'll be the ones that come to your broadcast and share out the broadcast. They'll be the ones that congratulate you on a post. They'll be the ones that show up when you're in this. I literally have people who are like, okay, you're going to be in what city? I'm near there. I'm going to come see you. I was just in Atlanta and one of my clients came to an event and she hugged me so tight because it was her first time meeting me live. But it was also other people's first time meeting me live, and we had been connecting on social media for 2 years. It gives you an opportunity to build, to network. Because let me tell you, networking and word of mouth is still going to be one of the top ways for you to have your book shared out and bought by so many people. I can't tell you how many people who bought my book simply because somebody else suggested it. Simply because somebody suggested it. It's amazing. Amazing. Yes, when you say yes to your purpose, your assignment shows up. BJ Short. Ooh, I can't talk today. When you say yes to your purpose, your assignment shows up. BJ Short. And that yes is sometimes through pain. That yes is sometimes through turmoil, through techno problems. That yes is through a lot of things, guys. It is. But when you say that yes, oh, the things that come on the other side of that yes are amazing. Oh my goodness, amazing. Amazing. The opportunity that I had to be in Speak Woman magazine, that was saying yes. Just saying yes. Hey, Chauncey, the opportunities are endless. And so you guys know that I just published book number 8. Leverage, the hold my hand concept of business, culture, and families. If you go to bit.ly/get leverage now, you can definitely go and get your copy, $1.99. Hey, Tehran, how are you? bit.ly/get leverage now. And then also my first book, It's Okay to Cry, right now is on Kindle for absolutely free. If you go to bit.ly/press series, you can go to my author central page and be able to get It's Okay to Cry for absolutely free on Kindle. That's bit.ly/press series. Yes. Michael said some people don't have assignments because they haven't found the purpose or voice. And that is exactly why I do what I do. There are so many people I come in contact with that are just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have an idea, but I'm not sure. or so many people who their voice has been silenced because of rape, because of molestation, because of divorce, because of sickness, because of illness, because of a loss of a loved one. I mean, there is so many reasons. There's so many reasons why people just don't move forward. Hey, Angela. And Sophia said, you can say that again. Just had this phone conversation that has changed everything. Exactly. And you connect with the right people. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Connect with the right person. Get the right person on your team. Get the right person. The right cheerleaders will listen. They will cheer hard for you. I'm quite sure that there is somebody right now who is connecting with somebody else in Africa saying, hey, I have this woman who speaks and she equips women to define, accept, and use their unique voice. And she's ready to come to Africa. Do you guys have a space for her on your event, on your stage? I know somebody's doing it right now because the opportunities that have been opening up. Hello, Rashandra. How are you? The opportunities that have been opening up have been phenomenal. Hey, Falasha Day. They've been phenomenal. So I'm in a magazine today, speaking on a stage in Africa by the end of 2018. I'm going to speak it. I'm going to speak it. Speaking on a stage in Africa by the end of 2018. Hey, sis. So what are you speaking boldly over for your business as an entrepreneur, as a speaker, as an author? What are you saying? What bold statement are you saying that you're going to be able to accomplish before the end of the year? Oh, no problem. No problem. Oh, not a problem at all, Judith. So what I'll do is we'll connect and I will, we'll just do it on Zoom and then I'll upload it. That's what we'll do. So inbox me what times work best for you throughout the rest of the week, and then we'll pick a time and we'll just go ahead and, because I know they're excited to hear from you. I know they're excited to hear from you, but just pick a time and let me know what works best for you, and we'll record it on Zoom. I told you guys, technology has not been my friend. I don't know about anybody else, but it's not been the friendliest for me for over the last few weeks. And I know, there's some things being updated. So you always get some things, that work, some things that don't, but that's okay. You live and let live. You move forward. You get it done how you can get it done. Definitely appreciate it though. Oh, you better say that. Michael said your words create the future you desire. So I know that it is going to happen. Yes. Yes. Dubai and Africa are on my list, guys, I'm about to write it on my wall. If I had no, I don't have them. I think I used to have the markers where you could write on the wall. If I had the markers to write on the wall, I would write Dubai and I would write Africa on my wall for 2018. I do have my wall calendar, so I think I might just put it on there. But until then, that's okay. That is A-okay. We are going to make it happen. But, again, there has to be some type of plan that we're putting in position. I'm 8 books in because I said that I want to publish 100 books. Do I have 100 books of knowledge and wisdom? I do. I think. Exactly. I do. I think. No, I know that I have a ton of books. I know that I have at least another 10 that are about to be on their way to a publisher now. I've published and co-authored a total of 8 books. So you got the 8 that have already been done. You got the 10 that are about to be on the way to the publisher. And then you have other things. Like I'm one of those people as a creative that I'm always coming up with some type of idea. Something's always popping up in my head. I'm like, that would make a good book. I still have a novel, a 4-part series novel. Yeah, a 4-part series that I haven't typed up. I wrote out the outline for it. I just haven't typed it up yet. Listen. Exactly. And that's what I was telling people before. From Speak Easy in the beginning, when I was talking about the behind the scenes from my personal experience and some tips and tricks, that's 5 books right there, because I have over 50 videos from just that. There's so many things that we can talk about. And I think I did a video at one point where I talked about, topics that you can write about, topics that you can speak about. We kind of box ourselves in, thinking that I can only talk about one thing, thinking that I can only do things in one genre. Something that I love that Will Smith does is that Will Smith is heavily, 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 heavily in the sci-fi genre when he's been doing his movies. If you look at the last bit of movies that he's been putting out, everything's been pretty much sci-fi. And so the newest one, I think it was Bright, is the one that just came out on Netflix. And, people kind of gave it some mixed reviews. But it's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody's a fan of sci-fi. So if you were a fan of Will Smith back in Bad Boys, then you see what Will Smith is doing now when it comes to sci-fi. They're not all going to approve of it. They're not all going to like it. But the reality is there's people that love it. There are people that love it. So we can't be scared to go and step outside of our comfort zone when we're writing, especially when we're writing. Matter of fact, I want to venture to say that as a writer, that should be your zone of, I can be anything, I can do anything, I can say anything, I can go anywhere in my mind, write it down on paper, and publish it. Because that is what we are allowed to do. I know it's a lot because we talk about, that it's, oh my goodness, there's so much going on in the world as a whole. So much going on in the world as a whole. But we still have that option. We still have that power. Your words are your power. Every word that you speak out your mouth is your power. And something I always tell my children as well as my clients is that every word that you speak out of your mouth, be it a word that is written or spoken, is a seed. It is a seed that is sown. Now, it can be a seed sown in a positive way and bring you back a great harvest, or it could be a seed sown in a negative way and still going to bring you back a harvest. You determine what kind of harvest you get by the seed that you sow. Every time I publish a book, I say, if just one person is empowered by this book, I've done my job. If just one person buys the book and is empowered, I've done my job. Now, do I want to go and move on to the next level? I sure do. Nobody wants to just sell one book. I'm just saying, come on. You understand what I'm trying to say. But if I start off with just empowering that one person and going to the next level from there, I love it. That's exactly where I want to be. Where I am right now, I prayed for this opportunity. I prayed for moments where I could just be home and write. I prayed for moments where I could literally wake up when I wanted to and get work done and take time out to watch a silly movie with my kids, or take time out to sit and listen to their day and have them tell me about what happened while they were at school or rehearsal or any number of things. Because y'all know with teenagers, they got a whole saga when they get home. Hey, D, how are you? Listen, look. Exactly. Michael just said he watched it. He said he just watched it. And he is a fan of no movie ticket. Just a part of my streaming service. Props to Will Smith for that. And he does. And you look at people, and sometimes people get boxed into that one little area No. If he wants to write sci-fi, let him write sci-fi. I think it was a very good movie. There were some moments where I was just like, it's a lot going on here. Like, it's a lot. There was a huge body count in that movie. But that being said, step outside your comfort zone. If you're somebody that likes comedy, write comedy. If you're somebody that wants to write inspiration, write inspiration. Listen, we think about books like, if you look at some of the books some of the shows and movies that have been coming out have been based on books. The show Zoo, based on a book. Peter. Peterson. Oh my goodness. The book Zoo turned into a show. Harry Potter turned into movies. Listen, so many opportunities and options out there for you. Don't be pigeonholed by saying that, all I can do is write a book. No, there's so many other things you can do as well. But it has to be in your mind before you can speak it to anybody else. It has to be in your heart, deep down, embedded in your heart, before you can tell somebody else and have them help you with the vision. Because something that I have learned along this journey has been that literally, this is a journey. This is a race. It's a marathon. The people that are cheering on the sidelines may not even know your name, but they're there to cheer you on. I've connected with so many different people that have been on the sidelines just to cheer me on. They didn't know my name. They didn't know me personally, but they were there cheering me on. There's people at every finish line that I make it to cheering me on that don't know who I am. And after the marathon is done, I may never see them again. It's a part of the process. It is. It's not always an easy part of the process, but it's a part of the process. So when we think about what it means to speak easy, it's for me, of course, it's an oxymoron because there's no such thing as speaking completely easy, depending on your topic. But the reason why I did this platform was because there are some things that you needed in order for you to have an easier time trying to get it done. There were some people, you guys know that I've had people on here that have magazines. That's opportunities for you to gain exposure and do ads. There were people that are publishers that you can connect with. Judith, that you'll see an episode with Judith. Guys, the Book Shepherd. It's people that can take your book and your vision and your baby and help it to grow. We send our children to school so they can learn certain things that we can't teach them necessarily at home. We send them to school, we send them to college, we send them to basketball practice and football practice, and we send them to rehearsals for musicals so they can come home and sing all around the house. We send them to places to be able to accomplish things and do things that we necessarily can't do for them, or we can't teach them ourselves. I can't play not near one instrument, but all of my children can play instruments. I can't play not one instrument, but all of my children can play instruments. They can all sing, although they don't like to, but they can all play instruments. And I mean, the bass horn, the trumpet, the flute, percussion. I mean, like all over the spectrum. I can't play anything. I can write the book. I can write for years and days. I can show you. I'm going to scoot over. And I'm going to tilt y'all because I don't want to drop y'all. But y'all see that bookshelf? Y'all see that second shelf? That second shelf right there is literally full of books. Books with stories, books with ideas, topics, titles, full of them. I've been writing since middle school. Full of them. So can I publish 100 books? Will all 100 books be bestsellers? Maybe. But can I publish more than 100 books? Yeah. That bookshelf right there is full. I told you I have a novel. I have a 4-part series. That's 4 books. I got the books from this. I got the books from... Guys. But do I know how to translate it to a different language? Not one bit. Do I know how to make it a topic for me to speak? I do. So I know some of the things, but do I know everything? No. That's why the connections matter. That's why the connections are everything. It's bad, y'all. I got books for like my whole, I'm reorganizing my office. I have to reorganize my office because I have books everywhere. Everywhere. Notebooks. Because I'm always writing something down. I write out my notes when I go live. I write out my notes for my courses and classes. I write out a lot of stuff. And so I always have to go back and say, okay, what do I need? What do I not need? What book is full? What book is not full? And, kind of play around with stuff. But I have so many options because that's what I do. I'm always writing. But I remember this time last year, hey, Monica, and I'm not going to get emotional, but this time last year, I was at a job and I didn't have the freedom to write whenever I wanted to. Somebody will catch that on their way home from work. This time last year, I was still working at a job where I didn't have the freedom to be able to write whenever I wanted to. I didn't have the freedom to show up at events. And I was supposed to be in South Carolina this month, but that one got pushed back to June. I'm okay. As long as I don't have something else on my calendar, I'm fine. The opportunities that have literally been placed in my lap. I didn't have these opportunities last year. Hello. Hey, Annette. I haven't seen you in a while, sis. So for those who are just coming in, hi, guys. It is another episode of Speak Easy, where we talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. And we were having some tech issues. So my guest for today wasn't able to come in, but I'm going to have we're going to record and upload the video later on in the week, so that way you can meet her, and that is Dr. Judith Brills. I'm excited about meeting her because she has done some amazing things when it comes to being an author. I'm excited. I'm super excited. But with that being said, I always talk to you guys about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. If you would like to be on the platform, go to bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast. That's bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast in order for you to join in. And by all means, I appreciate you guys. I love being able to connect with you guys and take it to a whole nother level, because that's what we're here for, is to help each other move to the next level. That's that part. And so right now, literally, the replays from Speak Easy interviews will be uploaded to Spreaker. Yes, I already started uploading some of the audios, and more audios will be uploaded before the end of the week. So if you haven't done so already, go over and check that out. Or you can catch them over on YouTube by going to youtube.com/Altovise Pelzer. Yay! Yes! I'm excited. I'm so excited, Sophia. Hey, Donnie. Super excited. Guys, things are coming down the pipeline. I love it. One of the connections that I was able to make through social media is Donnie. And I always say his first name completely wrong, but I was trying to pronounce it for my daughter, and she just kind of looked at me and was like, Mom, I don't know if that's the right way. It's okay. He's my brother, so I can do that. And he actually has a space in Union, New Jersey that we're working on getting for our tour. So if you're in the New Jersey or New York area, studio, I can't remember the name of it. Happy New Year. Yes, connect with him. Studio 302. Is that what it was? No, that wasn't it. I didn't talk to so many different places in the last week. Guys, my my mind is mush when it comes to it. Gallery 603. Listen, I've talked to so many restaurants and places for this tour. It has been, yes. So Gallery 603, if you look them up on Facebook, you can see it and you can actually see pictures of what it looks like. But they're over in New Jersey. Looking forward to that. That's not going to happen until the second quarter of this year. Yeah. Second quarter into the summer, into the third quarter. Exciting, but it was all a connection. We connected on Periscope. All a connection online. And when he opened it up and he said, hey, this is the space and this is how many people it fits, I said, well, that's going to be our location for New Jersey. New Jersey, New York, that's going to be the location. Yes, like the page. Donnie, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you put the link to the page in the comments so they can go and like the page. But I'm always connecting with somebody. I'm always sharing stuff out. If it's something good, I share it out. If it's something not so good, I talk about it and let y'all know. I'm very transparent. I try to be, because everything don't work right. That's the speakeasy way of through and through. Everything does not always work the best, but that's all right. You guys know that when I wasn't able to do when I did my first anthology, and I went through a lot being in an anthology, I went through a lot because I didn't do the research first. There it is. Gallery 603. Make sure you guys go and like that page. I didn't do the research. And so I was like a ping pong ball I was just going back and forth trying to figure things out. And I was so frustrated by the end of that first one that I was like, I don't ever want to touch another anthology in all my life. Hey, Shonda, how are you? And look, everybody's coming on today, guys. So Shonda is an amazing woman, and she is the person that did the magazine that I told you guys that I'm a part of earlier on, Speak Women Magazine. So Shonda, if you could put the link to your magazine so that way they can check it out. Guys, I am one of the women to watch in that magazine. Exciting, right? Exciting. Again, all through connections through social media, all through connections, a person that knew a person that shared out a broadcast or shared out a post. It was amazing. There it is, Speak Woman Magazine, and I am in the fall issue that just was released. I believe it said that if you get the digital issue, it's $1.99. So guys, definitely go and check that out. Or you can also do the subscription when you go. You'll have that option there as well. And as a speaker, as an author, exposure is everything. So you want to make sure that you connect with people that can put you in a position of exposure. Listen, not all exposure is good exposure. I know they say, there's no such thing as bad press. Yeah, that's a lie. So there are some things that I want to do down the pipeline. Oh, Donnie, he said text or inbox a Pelzer and you will get 20% off your first event booked with him. You are so welcome. That is for Gallery 603 in the New Jersey and New Jersey, New York area. Gallery 603, because it's in New Union, New Jersey. Hey, Fred. And then Shonda as well, Shonda Campbell, connect with her. I would love to do some other things in other magazines, and especially when we do the whole tour, I would love to be able to connect with other people. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. Even though I'm shy and it don't always seem like it, that's what I love to do. I love connecting with people. Because guess what? We should all be leveling up. That's what this is about. We should also be going to the next level. But that's what it's about. So I look forward to talking to you guys next time. I appreciate everybody that came in and showed love and gave hugs via virtually as we were going through this whole tech issue with Facebook. But guys, you know, it doesn't always go right. It doesn't always sound right, fit right. But guess what? Get it done. A lot of times we try to make things perfect and we never launch because we try to make it perfect. Guys, launch, launch, launch. Stop waiting for things to be perfect. The perfect weather, the perfect situation, the perfect relationship. Stop waiting for perfection. Perfection is a myth. But if you launch it, by all means, you can always switch it up as you go along. So Happy New Year. I appreciate you guys for coming back. I am your host, Altovise Pelzer, the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach, professional speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. And this is Speak Easy, where we talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. Again, if you would like to be on a guest on the podcast, bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast, all lowercase. That's bit.ly/Speak Easy Podcast. And until next time, guys, don't forget to press it out.